Maybe it's me, but one of the strange things about Trump is that it's difficult to tell whether he's on the level or whether he's just a well-paid actor in a television show. Sometimes I feel like I'm in a television show, which I guess I am.
In Springfield, they're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. And this is what's happening in our country.
I just want to clarify here. You bring up Springfield, Ohio, and ABC News did reach out to the city manager there. He told us there have been no credible reports of specific claims of pets being harmed, injured, or abused by individuals within the immigrant community.
Well, I've seen people on television.
Let me just say here, this is
the people on television say my dog was taken. The people on television say my dog was taken. The people on television say my dog was taken and used for food. So maybe he said that, and maybe that's a good thing to say for a city manager.
I'm not taking this from
but
television.
The people on television saying their
manager.
dog was eaten by the people that went there.
I mention this because yesterday reports leaked out of Trump world that Marco Rubio will be nominated for Secretary of State. One thing about Trump is that public opinion is very important to him. I view this as a positive. It's good that Trump wants to know what his voters think of his decisions, and that sometimes he puts out an idea to get a reaction. He did this with Mike Pompeo and Nikki Haley. It could be that putting Marco Rubio's name out for discussion is a so-called trial balloon. The reaction has not been favorable.
But I'll tell you my own opinion on Marco Rubio. I think it would be a huge mistake for President Trump to choose him because he represents the neocon warmongering establishment of Washington, D.C., which stands diametrically opposed to the very policies that President Trump has always stood for, going all the way back to when he ran for president in 2016 through that first term in office, and the things that he's talking about wanting to do now.
One of the themes developing in the post-election narrative is that the mainstream media is dying. All the major networks do is lie and spread propaganda. Hardly anyone cares about their broadcasts anymore. Instead, people are tuning into podcasts and social media for information. There's good and bad in this, but the philosophical and practical issues aside, these are dark days for the cable networks. CNN is losing so much money they will have to lay off their expensive personalities. Things are so bad at MSNBC that the owner is looking to sell the network. Because Trump is so unusual or unique, it's probably best not to draw too many inferences about the future of media based on this one election. But by the same token, business failure is part of capitalism. It's equally possible that the media landscape is genuinely different now. I've thought for a long time that TDS should be registered as a clinical mental illness. I'm convinced that if Trump discovered the cure for cancer patients with TDS would rather die than take the cure.
So let's just say there's a vaccine that is approved and even distributed before the election. Would you get it?
Well, I think that's going to be an issue for all of us. I will say that I would not trust Donald Trump, and it would have to be a credible source of information that talks about the efficacy and the reliability of whatever he's talking about. I will not take his word for it.
I don't understand the intensity and the passion of the hate of Trump. His roguishness might put some people off, but I have never seen any evidence that he doesn't want to do the best job he can for the United States. Is there anyone in the public who disagrees with the pillars of MAGA? End endless war, secure the border, rebuild the industrial base, and improve the health of the people? The point being, I don't understand the many videos people are posting on social media of themselves having what appear to be temper tantrums. I asked one of the AI products for an explanation, and I'll share part of the response. Some adults may struggle with regulating their emotions and have difficulty managing feelings of anger, disappointment, or frustration. Chronic stress from work, personal life, or health issues can aggravate this problem. Sometimes, when overwhelmed, an adult may not have the emotional resources left to deal with a stressful situation calmly. Some adults did not learn healthy ways of expressing or managing their emotions as children, so that when they feel threatened or out of control, they act up like children. We need to think about the TDS issue some more. I do believe that the media bears some of the blame because they were very calculated in selling the public on the idea that Trump is Hitler 2.0. This was utterly irresponsible and unethical.